We're going to talk about the pick and roll today, and I have the privilege of having one of my former teammates and former NBA All-Star Larry Nance working with me. Larry played forward in the NBA, and it takes two people to run the pick and roll successfully, and both people have to know what to do. We're going to walk you through some of the situations that you might run into running a pick and roll, how to get yourself open, how to make good passes, big man and guard. They both have to do their part. And then we're going to bring some defense on in more of a live situations to show you how it would work in a game. But first of all, as you're coming down the floor, setting up a pick and roll situation, one thing that you want to do is you want to create space for yourself, okay? And to be patient and not be in a hurry. If Larry was at the top of the key, coming down the floor, and I was bringing the ball up the court, the thing I don't want Larry to do is as I'm dribbling, Larry's already coming over toward me, okay? That's not the situation you want to have in a pick and roll. You want to come quick, but you want to be patient. As I get into position to make the play, now Larry would come over to set the pick. I have to come off and use him tight to the screen, okay? It's a waste of time if Larry comes over to set the pick and I dribble around the pick this far away from him because it allows the defense to come through. So I really have to drive the defender off the big guys I'm coming to the court, all right? As I do that, the first thing you're looking for, obviously, when you set a pick and roll is to try to get a jump shot for the guard, okay? You come down the floor, you got a guard that can shoot the ball. The big guy's coming off, knock his defender off so he can get a shot. All right, obviously, if you're a good shooter, the defense isn't just going to let that happen. So as the big guy sets the screen, first thing he wants to do is just roll hard to the basket. So as I come off and his man jumps, the big man would roll to the basket for a layup in that situation. Okay, that's one option. All right? The second option, Larry was a good jump shooter when he played. Another option might be flaring a little bit to the wing for a jump shot. So as I come off and they pick me up, big man pops out to the wing for the jump shot and puts the ball in the basket. Okay? Those are two options. All right? When you're coming down the floor. All right? Another situation that's going to happen when you come down the pick and roll is as Larry comes over, and we're going to talk about this when we bring defender in, is the defensive guard is going to jump to the high side where I can't come off of the screen, okay? In that situation, you're going to have to drive. In this situation, the big guy would roll down the middle. You have the pass there. If you have space to shoot the shot, you got the shot in this situation, all right? The thing that's crucial, okay, in running the pick and roll is both guys got to know and understand what they're doing. I need to know, in particular, if Larry likes to shoot a jump shot or if he likes to go to the basket. I need, as teammates, we need to talk, communicate with each other. Larry needs to understand where my shooting range is, okay? I was able to shoot from the pro three-point line, so, Larry could come and pick me early, all right? If you have a guard that doesn't have that shooting range, he needs to let the guard get in position to where he can come off the screen and be in a shooting area for the shot and put pressure on the defense, all right? That's the key to running the pick and roll. So we're going to bring two guys out, Jimmy Oliver and Dave Milo, which are going to help us show you in a game-type situation how the pick and roll works and how it develops, okay, as we're coming down the floor. First option that we talked about is the defense, a big man. He doesn't respect the guard shooting, so he's not going to really jump out on the guard. So as I come off, I'm coming down the floor. I wait, Larry comes and picks. He picks my man off. I was open. I got to shoot the basketball. Okay? That's the first situation. Obviously now, if I've hit a couple shots, the defense isn't going to allow that to happen. This time the big guy's going to really step out hard when I come off of the screen. So I come in, big guy steps out, Larry dives to the basket, and we have a layup in that situation. All right? All right, this time, going to do the same thing. Larry's going to pop out to the wing, looking for the jump shot. As I come across, I step out, make the pass, throw it to him for the jump shot. Okay? As you get good at this situation, and what happens in the course of a game is they really try to trap you hard. Okay? And the big guy jumps. So what happens after a while, after I've come off a couple times to the screen, this is what we call splitting the screen, okay? All right, as I would come off and the big guy would jump, I would be able to come through, split the screen, and take it in for a little shot like that, okay? A lot of guys might try to split early. What you want to do is set your guy up. You want to come off hard a few times, get the defender jumping hard so you can split the screen. So if we came down and we was just coming off, see jump, I can split the screen, take it to the basket, just like that, okay? So those are different options that you can have. This time, the defense is not going to let me come off the screen. They say they're causing too many problems with the screen and roll, so what's going to happen as I come down, defense is going to jump high on the high side of the screen. So in this situation, there's two ways you can handle this, okay? Normally what would happen is I would just tell Larry to go to the rim. I would come this way, and you put the ball up in that situation for the big guy, or have the shot, okay? Another option is as you're coming down, as Larry sees that, he would just come screen him here. I would come in this way. All right, Larry would roll to the basket, and that's a way to play against that high pick and roll. The whole purpose of the pick and roll is that it's a very basic play and very fundamental in the game of basketball, but if run correctly, it's one of the toughest plays to defend. But the guard has to know what he wants to accomplish. The big guy's got to do a good job of, first of all, setting a good screen and knocking the guard off, because if that never happens, it doesn't free the play up to be successful. So when you're setting the pick and roll, if you're a guard, get to know your big guys. Big guys get to know your guards, communicate, learn what each other likes to do, and run the pick and roll, because it's a play that can't be stopped if run successfully.
Right, Jimmy. Right, Jimmy.
Good.
You're clear.
This is make believe.
Right behind you. Right behind you. Coming right, Jimmy. Right here. Right here, Jim. Right, left, now, left. Come in here. Right, left, Jim, left. Left, right. Right, Jimmy, right. Right here, Jimmy, right here, Jimmy.
Regular.
Right, Jimmy.
Bam.